The following is an exclusive presentation of the NCCU Sports Network.
And toughness is not slapping anybody in the head. Toughness is talking in a hostile environment, just talking. Toughness is boxing out and rebounding a basketball. Toughness is hedging on the screen and doing what you're supposed to do when you're supposed to do that. Not doing it one time and then two times you don't. It's just toughness. Toughness is a consistent execution of our practice habits. That's what toughness is, and we didn't do that tonight.
What's your biggest concern then for your team heading into the tournament?
Just leadership. You know, we've been struggling all year to find a leader. Like, you know, who's going to be that guy to hold not only the team accountable but themselves? Who's going to hold themselves accountable? We expected that from, you know, our seniors, and, you know, we've been struggling in that department. So that's my area of concern, just overall leadership. And it's the 30th game. We're still speaking about it, but, you know, we'll see what happens next week.
I think back in December you were hopeful that Pat was going to take on that role. How is that not shaken out? Or?
Yeah, it just haven't. You know, he's a talented kid, but, you know, it takes a special kid, not necessarily a talented one, to be a leader. It takes one to come out and dedicate themselves to daily improvements. It takes one to do things the right way. It takes one to hold their teammates accountable. And I think we've been spoiled a little bit by the previous captains and leadership that we've had that would normally bail us out of these games. But whenever you're losing close games down the stretch, you know, I'm sorry, once again, you know, we have to do a better job, including myself. So we'll go back and try to fix it and make the necessary adjustments and try to win next week.
You made the decision to start CJ, freshman in this environment. What gave him the edge over DeJuan?
Just throw him out to the Wolves. You know, we've been going with that lineup. It's been consistent. Graf has been playing much better coming off the bench, and, you know, that's just been our rotation. So it wasn't anything over edge. It was just a decision that we made to give him a look.
How do you think he did in his first game in this environment?
He was a freshman. You know, second half he had some critical defensive breakdowns, but, you know, that's freshman stuff. And, you know, unfortunately, you know, we got to live with it. No one cares about you being a freshman when you step out there. It's grown man basketball. It's big boy basketball, and you got to rise to the occasion. So he'll grow. You know, he got his feet wet, and, you know, we just got to get better as a team. The reality is whatever you've done up to this point, it don't matter. If we won this game tonight, it don't matter. You know, honestly, if we did win this game, I would still leave here disappointed because, you know, our season is not defined by beating A&T. You know, it seems like everyone else's season is defined by beating us, but, you know, I would still leave out of here miserable because we haven't had the type of season and we're not playing at the level in which I expect us to play heading into a tournament. But the reality is it's a new start. It's a new look for the guys, and we get an opportunity. It's do or die, and it's $13 chasing one bone. And, you know, these last couple of months has just been the placement test, wherever you're gonna place yourself and what lane you get to run in. But Monday, I think the tournament begins Monday afternoon or Monday night when they throw that basketball up. No mistakes allowed. The margin for error, you know, forget the excuses, forget what we got to correct. You better hurry up and correct it, or you go home, and that's plain and simple.
I just felt that stops, couldn't get any stops. That's all. Rebounding, we picked that up in the second half. We made shots, just couldn't get any stops. I felt majority of the game, two players killed us, Beckford and Hunt. If I'm not mistaken, I haven't looked at a stat sheet, but I'm pretty sure they had majority of their points in the second half. Them two guys just killed us, and we couldn't stop them. Point blank.
Coach said that he was really questioning your toughness throughout the game. What's your perspective on that?
No, he's absolutely right, and that's what it is. When he talk about toughness, he doesn't mean go out and elbow somebody or, you know, make a dirty play. He's talking about that, getting a stop on a guy that's just ran off 10 straight points. That's the toughness that he made. We didn't make any toughness plays down the stretch. We just letting guys just waltz in for layups, and there was no toughness towards the end of the game. And I feel like he always say, like, that's when the toughness has to come out. If it's not there, the last 4 minutes, it has to show, and it didn't tonight for us.
Coming off one of your best defensive performances of the season, and then you let this team shoot 60%.
Like he said, he told us in the locker room, he's like, no zone, nothing he drew up is going to get us out of that. We're going to have to guard man-to-man, point-blank period. And heading up into Norfolk, that's what we're going to have to do. In these next practices, if we're going to have to reiterate things to guys about being tough, it's going to have to happen, because the only way we're going to win this championship is by playing man-to-man defense and sitting down and getting stops.
How do you move from this game into the MEAC tournament? What's your mindset? How do you kind of do that?
Easy. We're in a new season, 0-0. But the only difference between this season now is you lose one game, you're done. Your season's over. So it's a new season. I was always told it's 3 seasons in basketball. You got your non-conference, you got your conference, and then you got your tournament. So this is over. We got to let this go. Let this be out of our memories. It's over. We would have definitely wanted to get this for our fans and for us as a team heading into Norfolk, but just got to put this behind us, learn from it, and move on and try to win the championship. Because Monday, if I'm not mistaken, we play Monday, so Monday's it. You either win or you go home.
Coach said that even if you guys had beaten A&T, he still would be disappointed because this season hasn't been maybe what he thought it would. What does it feel like to you? What's kind of your reflection on this season?
My reflection is we just have to grow as a team. We're losing 3 seniors, 3 major contributors to our team, but the other guys and me personally, we have to grow together. Things that I learned, like you can't do it by yourself, never, ever in a game of basketball. You're going to have to play with your team, and you just got to, I just feel like we have to grow as a team, and that's just the bottom line to it.
He said that you were kind of pegged as being the leader back in December and maybe haven't fully emerged from that. What's your kind of take on that?
My take, that's on me. I haven't. I let things slip. I don't put that on nobody, not on coach, not on nobody. That's me. But I have been trying to turn the corner, trying to become more of a leader, back into the leadership role, trying to take criticism. My big problem was taking criticism. I didn't know how to take criticism, but now that I see now that I'm transforming into my senior year, that criticism is gonna it's gonna come. No matter if I have 50 points and 90 rebounds, I'm gonna mess up at something. So criticism is gonna happen. But I just got to learn how to play through it and keep moving forward and getting better. That's my biggest problem.
Team's biggest challenge?
Biggest challenge as far as
going into Norfolk.
Going to Norfolk. Us, ourselves. I feel like the only way we lose in Norfolk is if we beat ourselves. We have the talent to win. We have the coach to win. He's won it before. We have the plays. Anything you need, we have to win it. We just need toughness, and if we go into Norfolk with toughness, then we should walk out of there with a MEAC championship.
This has been an exclusive presentation of the NCCU Sports Network.